Suggested the man explaining why she had the ticket on her car. The man suggested taking a look at it, and he explaining she had got the ticket because she parked in a low parking space. The woman wanted to know the man what a low parking space were. The man replied to the woman, if she looked on the ground, she could see that spotty block with the wheelchair in the middle. That means that is for handicapped people only. The man wanted to know the woman how long he had been experiencing that pain. The woman replied to the man that for about a month, and she said that she had wanted to come in sooner, but she had been putting off, so she could barely chew her food then. The man commented they had a serious problem there. The woman complained she had knew something terrible has been going on back there, so she should have come in sooner. The woman said hello to the man and she introduced her communities. Uh, she offered to help him. The man agreed with her and he said that he was calling about a new phone line. He would like to have installed in his home. The woman agreed with him and she wanted to know how many phone lines the man currently had in his residence. The man replied to the woman that they had just one, but he would like to install another for internet access. The woman wanted to know how the man liked using his chat line. The man replied to the woman he liked it because it was so convenient, especially when he wanted to talk to his friends in other countries. The woman agreed with him. The man said that he has been talking to his friend in Australia for over an hour and a half one night, and that phone call would have been at least $100. The woman said to the man she could believe what was going on with human cloning. The man wanted to know the woman if it was very amazing, and he said that everywhere he looked in the city, people were discussing and debating that hot issue. The woman agreed with him, and she thought that a lot of people feel it unethical to experiment on humans. The man thought the experiments carried out on embryonic stem cells, which scientists said that were necessary for therapy, should keep going. The man said to the woman all they needed to complete her lung were her John Hancock at the bottom of the beach. The woman agreed with him, and she said that she was so excited about buying the house. The man thought the woman made the right decision in her purchase of the home. The woman thankful for his help. The man wanted to know the woman if that particular model came with an automatic transmission because his wife only drove automatic. The woman agreed with him and she said that she had to install them and she wanted to if the men were looking for a two-door or four-door model. And the man replied to the woman, four-door with air conditioning. The woman suggested, that's an easy red four-door with air conditioning and leather seat, and she said that he could take it for a test ride if he'd like. The woman wanted to know uh, if the man had any recommendations for secretarial position. The man replied to the woman he knew a very reliable woman from his university. The woman suggested give her a call and invite her in for an interview. The man agreed with her, and she said that she would call her immediately. Um, the man wanted to know if the woman heard what happened at the board meeting the week before. The woman disagreed with him, and she said that it had seemed a lot of people freaked out, and she thought someone had got fired. The man agreed with him, and she thought the chairman had told of them that he had been going to cut them pay if they hadn't worked harder. The woman complained that was terrible. The woman said to the man, her husband and she were having a housewarming party that Saturday, and she invited him to come. The man was surprised by that. Um, was surprised by that, and he thought she had now officially moved into her new place on Grand Street. The woman agreed with him, and the man the man said that he would love to come, and she suggested bring anything.